Would you believe it, ladies and gentlemen, this Sunday morning, a message that you probably haven't heard, but maybe we'll get a chance to hear today. We know that everywhere that there's a country, and the power of determining how their country expresses itself is in the hands of one person. That person usually is a murderer, usually is a killer, and he's usually the most evil one in that environment. So, such as that in Putin, where we have all these dictators. That's what America wants, a dictator. But I want to tell you something, ladies and gentlemen. Listen to me. The creator of the universe, of this earth as well, prepared for you to live on this earth by making sure that everything that you need on this earth to live as though you were in heaven. Just like the angels in heaven live in heaven, you were to live on this earth with all the benefits that angels got when they're in heaven. They were prepared for you right here. Every human being on the face of the earth. And you know the only requirement for you to be able to utilize all of those benefits? The only requirement is that you have a job, a career, that you participate in making the stuff that you, the people, have determined are essential for your satisfaction on this earth. And God blessed you by saying, choose a career that gives you your greatest joy. So every day or every time we are working, you're doing nothing but receiving joy. And as you're receiving joy, you're making food, clothing, shelter, education, healthcare, transportation, infrastructure, computers, airplanes, anything that you've made and anything that you come up in the future that you want to make. That's what you're making. That's what you're making. You're utilizing these resources. You're expressing and receiving joy by doing all of this stuff. And all of the people are engaged in the process. So that all of you help to make all of the stuff that exists. All of you are making the stuff that exists. And because you're doing this, you are part owners of all the stuff that exists. And what you want, need, or desire is there for your getting. What you want, need, or desire is there for your getting. You don't owe anybody anything because this is yours, just like it belongs to everybody. Yours, ladies and gentlemen. You're having joy in your life and you're suffering for nothing. It keeps you peaceful, prosperous, and free. Keeps you happy and joyous and allows you to live your dream. That's what God has prepared for you. This is what I'm telling you this morning. And I promise you, you can go all over this earth. And the message that I just shared with you, you will not hear it from anyone else. At least I don't think you will. All I can say is I've never heard it from anyone else. There might be somebody, but chances are, I'd rather just believe there's somebody else out there. But what did we do, ladies and gentlemen? We let someone just like Putin, we let someone, let me speak for America, just like Donald Trump. Now, you know Donald Trump is a liar. You know Donald Trump is a hater. You know Donald Trump is a rapist. You know he's a bigot. You know he's a cheater and a murderer. You know that about Donald Trump. He even told you that about himself. And all the people that ran against him for office told you that this is the kind of person he was. And yet, somehow, I'm not going to say the American people voted for him. Some of them did. But I'm sure if there was any way that Donald Trump could cheat, he has cheated. If there's any way that he could cheat, he has cheated. Now he sits in the seat of power, which says that he determines whether you got food, clothing, shelter, education, healthcare, transport, all the stuff that God has prepared for you, that's automatically yours just because you got a job. Now you got some turkey sitting in an Oval Office trying to dictate what you can do. And why don't you have the kinds of things that you have? Why don't you have food, clothing, shelter, education for those of you who don't have it? Why don't? You don't have it because it's been stolen. It's been stolen by people like Trump. It's been stolen like by people like everybody that's filthy rich and rich. It is. Now, most of them will say they didn't steal. They say they just used the system, followed the system. Well, if you are a person as a thief, you're a thief. If you are a system as a thief, you're a thief. You're no different than one single person. Or if you're a race of people that are thieves, that's all you are. Nothing better. You're all in the same old boat. I have shared with you what God has prepared for you. You can change this junk that we experience every day by not complying with the rules and regulations that promotes this kind of stuff. And promote that which gives you the heavenliness on earth. You can't blame Trump. You know you can point your finger at him because you need someone else to point your finger at. But it really is on you. And you don't have to say it's not enough of us to stand up for what's right. All it takes is you to stand up for what's right. Now, if you end up being 8 billion, great. If it ends up being 100, great. If it ends up being just one, you, great. And if they kill you for standing up as one person for what's right, super great. Because that power that made this earth got something wonderful for you. I don't know what, but it's wonderful. I know that for a fact. Let's see if there's anything else before I close this morning. I want you to know that what's going on in America will hurt America if you don't wake up. If you don't wake up, you're going to be hurting. And I'll just tell you like this, as far as I can see, Donald Trump and the Republican Party and the Supreme Court and those guys who are calling themselves MAGA are operating from a spirit that's from the pit of hell. They are not from the pit of hell, but they're operating from a spirit that is from the pit of hell. And you can tell it because they don't give a damn about who they hurt. They don't care about the Democrats. They don't care about black people. They don't care about people of color. So that tells you it's from the pit of hell. So America, you know that you're following energy from the pit of hell. But when you follow the Democrats, it just wasn't taking you to hell as fast, but it was on the same route. So why do you stay on this route? Because you didn't know the truth. Now you've heard the truth. Are you going to follow it? Not that easy. Now it's going to take something else. It's going to take some storms to blow your house away. It's going to take some fires to burn you down. It's going to take some war to kill yours and you kill theirs. It's going to take all of that for you to wake up. You know, because some people are in a deep, deep sleep. And America is in a deep, deep sleep. But it doesn't take all of America to wake up at the same time. All it takes is one. You. Goodbye.